Hello everyone. I was gonna film this on my GoPro, but it froze. You know how the battery doesn't like to work in the cold temperatures. I'm out hiking with Barrett. What you doing, huh? And I just want to make a quick video about how you have known about Chesapeake Bay Retrievers before, but you didn't know it. I just paused while I got my footing there because we're going downhill. But yeah, we're out for a hike. GoPro didn't want to work because it is minus 21°C. I got a helicopter flying overhead. We're out here in northern Alberta. You know, all the things that make a video go right or wrong. So, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, I wanted to tell you that you've seen one before becoming a fan of Barrett. Now, why I say that? Because Chesapeake Bay Retrievers have made appearances in movies and even a video game. And if you haven't known about it, well, I'm here to fill you in. Now, the first entry might surprise you, and it's for my older audience. Long before I was born, I'm sorry to say. But in 1964, there was a show that everybody might know about called Flipper. Flipper was a happy-go-lucky show about a dolphin who would usually save the day with his friends, sometimes animals, sometimes humans. In that show, there stars a light brown Chesapeake Bay Retriever that sometimes goes along with the kids and Flipper in all the adventures. I'll show a clip of this right here.
This good boy was named Spray in the TV show, but his real name was Chobi, and he was from Florida.
The next entry is something more closer to my generation. If you were born in the 90s, then you'll remember a movie called Men in Black 2. Men in Black 2 is a sequel to Men in Black 1, of course, and it continues to follow Will Smith's character Jay as he saves Earth from aliens that we don't know is among us. And in the opening scene of that movie, there is an alien spaceship that flies down to Earth, dropping the main villain off on the ground as a tiny little seed. And this seed was being warned off by a Chesapeake Bay Retriever right in the opening credits. You didn't know it, but that was probably the first Chesapeake Bay Retriever you got to see in your lifetime before you became a fan of Barrett.
I couldn't find the name of this dog, but I can tell you that this whole scene was filmed in front of a green screen where the dog would listen to its trainer and perform the things it needed to.
This next entry is something you have to go looking for. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a video game based on the character Arthur Morgan, who is a made-up character exploring the last frontiers of the Wild Wild West. A bad guy and a bank robber who, depending on how you play, can change his ways. There's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever sitting in a town near the beginning of the game after you escape the mountains. Man, I wish we were camping in the mountains right now. Unfortunately, you can't get this dog to follow you throughout the rest of your adventure in the game, but you can check him out as well as a lot of other dog species. Give him a pat and save the information in your journal. He's like, Dad, I really want to go swimming right now. If you know anything about your Chesapeake Bay Retrievers, water's water, whether it's minus 21 Celsius or not. No, not today, Barrett. Come on. Barrett, come on. Come on. Back to movies. Another mainstream movie you can find a Chesapeake Bay Retriever in is Into the Blue, starring Jessica Alba and the late Paul Walker. And Into the Blue is a movie about a treasure hunter sailing through the Caribbean and eventually stumbles across a bunch of drug dealers trying to get their loot from the ocean as well. Paul Walker actually was a huge fan of the Chesapeake Bay Retriever, and it was his dog on the set that you can see in a few spots in the movie. Right here, I'll show you that as well.
Paul Walker's Chesapeake was named Boone.
there you have it. There's 3 movies and a video game where you might not have known that you knew about a Chesapeake Bay Retriever before you knew. Remember, they're not labs. They're purebred dogs. Not that there's anything wrong with a lab. I grew up with many, but the Chesapeake Bay Retriever is special in its own right. Barrett's just sniffing out some deer tracks there. Until next time, we will catch you out in the wild.
If you want to see more of Barrett, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and you can follow us at Adventure Dog Overland on Instagram.